Right, so welcome to this week's vlog. This is the week before Halloween, so I thought I would do a bit of a spooky special. So we're actually wandering about aimlessly in the Lennox forest. We're already lost, we've taken two of the wrong paths already, so I'm relying on GPS and a compass to get us back out because it's a bit of a spaghetti junction in here. So I'm only about half an hour into the walk, as well as being lost. I've actually found a really nice picture, which is just behind me over there. As I was walking through, you've got some pine trees, which are going a bit of a greeny yellow colour, and they're surrounded by all the different colours. I mean, you've got yellows, you've got oranges, you've got reds, you've got everything. If you just want to have a wee look back that way. So that's the sort of scene that I'm looking at just now, and you can see those two pine trees right in the sort of centre, sort of second third of the picture. That's what I'm focusing on just now. Obviously I don't have my scene as wide as that, I've got it quite contained. I've got the two trees just slightly off. I've got more of the reds and oranges coming in, and I've just a little bit of the greens coming in from the left hand side. So it's lovely, it's very much a classic autumn picture. A while ago we had some sunshine hitting it as well, so I managed to sort of light up some of the back trees as well, which sort of enhanced those vibrant oranges and yellows, so I'm really happy with it. So we're going to find the road, hopefully, and continue round and see if we can find the highlight, hopefully, if we can find it, of this video. So we're only going to be in one location today, but it's going to be pretty spooky, as I said, so yeah, let's go see if we can find it. Yes, that was me being a dafty yet again. So we are at Lennox Castle, and it doesn't get much spookier than this in East Dunbartonshire. This is a former mental asylum, is that the word for it? And it really does look the part. It is utterly terrifying, and you would not catch me up here in the dark under any circumstances, even if you paid me. So apparently this used to have a maternity ward, and it used to be a hospital and things like that. It's got a lot of history, but ultimately it is a ruin, and it's a very scary ruin. And I think it's because you know that there used to be people here roaming about who weren't of sane mind, although you've got me doing it today and I don't think things have changed really. But I know my granddad used to come up here and deliver wheelchairs. I've heard some really funny stories of my granddad and my nana about how my granddad used to come up in his old Bedford van and drop off the wheelchairs, and people would try and jump in the van and try and escape with them. And I've heard stories from other people who worked here and lived around here as well. Other granddad used to work here as a driver and a porter, so he would drive about the grounds and come up here in the winter in his wee scooter and things like that. So it's got a lot of history, it's got a lot of significant history for the family and stuff like that as well. But ultimately it's quite a scary place to come. So as I was walking up through the road, it's very difficult to find, as I said. There was some beautiful trees down there that were sort of being side-lit by the morning sunshine, and it just looked beautiful, really gorgeous place to come. Loads of different types of trees here as well as you're coming through, and it is a spaghetti junction. If you're looking at this from an aerial point of view, which I'll show you in a wee minute, you will see how dense it is. It's very dense, so it's very easy to get lost. There are some very clear paths, so hopefully you won't get too lost, but we haven't tried to get back out yet, so that's going to be quite fun. So for this shot that you've just seen, Muggins here decided to bring up some fireworks. Now obviously not the loud kind, not the kind that fly up in the air, because I did it underneath the archway here, which is a perfect spooky location for things like this. And to be honest with you, I haven't done this sort of stuff before, not with fireworks, and I have used wire wool before to light a photograph of my old car, which was really cool up in Glencoe. But I haven't used fireworks before, so I was very conscious of the fact that I'm right next to a football training ground. They might have heard some fireworks going off and phoned the police, which they haven't, thankfully. But the ones I've chosen were quiet fireworks, fountain fireworks that didn't go up in the air and hit the building, which was primarily the biggest thing about safety that I was thinking about during this, was not picking fireworks that would fly up in the air and things like that. So I picked three or four fountains. I've got a couple of different shots. What I'll probably do is I'll probably bring it in some of the other fountains from different shots and just combine them into one picture. So yeah, it's going to look quite cool. There's a lot of smoke and things after it, so give it a bit of atmosphere as well. So I'm quite excited to see how it's turned out. I did also do some slow-mo footage of it all sort of going off as well, and it looked quite cool as well, so I'm quite chuffed with it. So it's only lunchtime just now, so I've still got a good couple of hours before it gets dark, and I don't plan on hanging about here very long. But what I will do just now is take you for a walk round Lennox Castle, and we'll look at all the different parts that you can get access to and things like that, and I'll take you on a wee tour. So let's go. We've managed to get round to the back of the castle, and it was a bit of a treacherous walk coming round, and you can actually see the whole side of the building has cracks from the bottom all the way up to the very top of the bits, and there's a whole centre section that's just collapsed, so it's quite a sketchy walk to say the least. But I'm at this bit and I thought I'd take you in. I found this door, so I thought I would take you in with me and have a look, and yeah, let's just go see. Because I'm awful nosy. Probably too nosy for my own good, to be honest. Oh, that'll be the old door then. Come and have a look at this. Goes all the way up there, and that's really nicely framed. That wee bendy tree out there is lovely. It looks really cool, but this must have been a link corridor, although all these doors look like cells. Look at the floors above our heads. I love the fact that there's trees already grown quite happily in amongst it all as well. It's like nature's taking it back. Nature's kicking me out. Let's go back out this way. Right. Yeah, that was a bit spooky. I just get flung out the doors. So obviously when you can see all the different floors that are still left on this block that's intact, I mean, it must have been quite a beautiful building back in the day, but incredibly spooky. There's metal fencing all the way around the whole perimeter to stop people from getting in. Obviously it's not safe, it can go at any minute, like you can tell that. You can see quite a lot of cracks forming and things like that in it as well. I mean, photographically, obviously in a day like today, it is quite beautiful when you see some of the trees that are grown out of it, and some of the young birch trees that are grown out of the sort of upper levels, and the sun's hitting them, and it does make it look quite beautiful, but then you remember that it is quite a scary place, so let's go. I hope you've enjoyed our wee tour of Lennox Castle. It's the week before Halloween. Halloween's in 2 days. I thought it'd be quite appropriate to come somewhere like this, and I might make this a yearly thing. I might do different spooky castles in Scotland next Halloween, you never know. So I hope you enjoyed the aerial footage that we managed to get as well, and if you want to know any more information about how I shot the sort of smoky, fireworky type photograph, just ask me in the comments. So I think we're going to wrap up the vlog here. I did enjoy it. I managed to get through this whole part here with the broken boulders and stuff, and I walked all the way around the back as you saw. inside the building, came back out again, fell back out again, and managed to get a few sort of urban photographs as well. Not strictly landscape photography today, because when you're in this sort of subject, you kind of have to photograph it. It's got so much character, and whether it's a scary old mental asylum or not, it is quite a beautiful building. So I did manage to get quite a few cool urban photographs here using the Canon, actually, because it was the only lens I had with me that was wide enough to catch it all. So it looks like that column above me is about to fall down, and that would just be my luck. So I'm going to wrap up the vlog here, and I'll post all the photographs at the end as usual. But I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog, and until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye.